Oh, good evening, everybody. Apologies, I am running a bit behind. I have only just finished eating, so yeah, still got some things to set up, but I am registered for the races, so we're good on that front. But yeah, just finishing getting up the wheel and everything all set up. So I haven't done that yet. Only the most professional live streamer. To be honest, irrespective of how professional I would be. Couldn't have saved being late tonight. Well, unless I could do this as a career, then maybe I could. But that ain't happening. Cool. Let me just... Yeah, hope everyone is doing alright on this Tuesday evening. Small heads up, if you're planning on doing the Fiesta race later on in the evening, we will... I believe we are using the 1.03 version of the track. So, just putting out there. I did also post up on it on the SRS Discord. Tsukuba. It's been a while since we've been to Tsukuba. Do I even still have it installed? I do. Okay, good. Almost thought I didn't for a second. The Estonia-21. Well, hopefully this is all still fine and dandy and set up. We shall see. Oh, it's disabled. That'd be why. There we go. Hey. I need to load that setup. I should have posted that setup after last week. I didn't. That was on me. Did I save it under generic? I didn't. You know, what if I do that? I think that did it. Cool. Cool. just get a little bit of driving in. Oh. God. A lot more understood than I thought going into there. Actually, I can't even remember when the last time is I actually properly drove this track. Thinking about it, not even like explicitly including this mod, just in any other kind of realistic-ish game. Because I guess technically the last time I drove it, I think probably would have been the last time I played. That could be the last time I played Overrev, that like funky Model 2 racing game. Because that has it as the circuit stage. Be random and obscure way to drive this track, but I can't think of anywhere else. By the way, why is this the last season? A mixture of things, really. You know, participation numbers in the series or on the platform kind of went down. The boss man who runs it doesn't really have the time to like properly keep on top of it anymore, and just generally wanting to move on as well. Built up a nice community, and I mean we're not going to be stopping racing, just going somewhere else. And at the moment I am definitely leaning more into the self-hosting route, doing it fully independently. We still need to make a proper post somewhere about that, just to kind of keep people in the loop. Ooh, I should approach that curb. There's another ranked system out there. There's a few. The biggest two being World Sim Series, or WSS, and LFM, or Low Fuel Motorsport. WSS is mainly AC. I think it's only AC and ACC. LFM covers a lot more sims. I'm not sure what the AC participation is like there, but I assume it's not bad. LFM, though, is mainly... While they do cover a lot of sims, I think their most popular one is definitely ACC. Because they kind of stepped in to replace the official Kunos ranking system, which wasn't very good. We're getting slowly faster. Learning the track again. Not a very complicated track, but that means it's kind of... But it makes you get the corners extra right. But I'm not sure if that would really even be useful. Alright, actually that would be useful. But yeah, I mean there are other... There's even more than those two. I think there's... I think Just Race has some kind of ranking system. There's also... But it's nowhere near as populated as those other two. There was Race U, but I think that's dead. There's also SimRacing GP, but I think that... I don't know how that's doing. I remember they ramped up the prices for communities to host, and I think that drove a lot of communities away. So I'm not sure how they're doing. AC will get a good ranking system, make it so interesting. AC Evo needs to figure out what the hell it wants to do before it does any of that. Oh yeah, right, SimGrid is another provider. I think they do ranked stuff, I don't know. But they're the ones who are providing all the servers for AC Evo. So no doubt they'll be doing the ranked... They'll be hosting the ranked component as well, whatever that turns out to be like. Bit of a gut punch, though, that at the moment, at least, it means that people can't host their own servers. They have to essentially rent them through... God, my brain. Rent them through SimGrid. That's it. I thought so hard on that. Which isn't a very popular move at all, because, well... You know, a lot of smaller communities do just run servers off of, like, you know, like a spare laptop or whatever that they have lying around. Because you can run at least with AC, you can run a server off of basically anything. I mean, my old computer, which isn't very powerful, I have that set at the side, and that runs... I could set that up to run an AC server. Well, it is already set up to run an AC server. And a bunch of other servers when I need them. Pretty understeered, yeah. But yeah, as it stands, there's no capacity in AC Evo for dedicated servers, which is kind of a huge blow to the community, because the costs... you know, the cost of paying for the SimGrid servers is more than what a lot of communities could really justify to afford. But, again, AC Evo has to become a good game first before any of this really matters. Because at the moment, it's still a mess. Need to kind of figure out what it is they really want to do with it. Because it seems like Kunos themselves don't even really know what they want AC Evo to be. Yeah, they are definitely lost on ideas. I mean, it's kind of crazy that, like, they launched into early access, and yet they're like they have one key defining feature in AC Evo, at least so far. And that's the free roam map. But the one thing that has been notably absent every update and has been delayed is the free roam map. Like, you would have thought maybe they would have wanted to have launched with that into early access. And been like, hey, look at this cool thing. Please buy. Because at the moment, what you get is just kind of a worse version than what we already have with all the other Sims on the market. So it's like, what is even really the point? I mean, from what I've seen so far, I've seen no reason to buy it myself, so I just haven't. And I may never. I don't know. Waiting for Kunos to show something that actually gives me some degree of confidence in the project. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, they're like, here's our fancy main dish. Rated the best in the world. Can I have it? Come back in a week. Maybe we'll have it then. You come back in a week. Actually, come back in a month. Maybe we'll have it then. There's only so long you can dangle that carrot before people get fed up and leave. But the sad thing is, a lot of games are sold on potential nowadays, rather than actually being there with all the stuff. Which is really annoying. There's some scenarios where that can be justified, doing it. I don't see why Kunos had to do it the way they did, though. Unless they were struggling for money, but I somehow doubt that. Like, if they needed a cash injection. Because I feel like that's the main reason you'd want to release a project in early access. It's like, hey, the game's not finished yet, but you can play it, and you can help support the future development sort of thing. But now companies seem to use it as a way to ship a half-baked product and escape any criticism. But people seem to be finally catching on, slowly but surely. Forget this track is kind of weird. Slight elevations before the actual apex. Or before the actual, like, curb on some of these corners. You actually want to stay way from the curbs. I mean, yeah, no sim developer is a big company. I mean, I think iRacing is the biggest, and even then they've only got like, I think even then they've only got like 300 people or something, which isn't a lot in the grand scale of things. Maybe now with the acquisitions, that might be closer to like, I don't know, 500 to 1,000. But in like company size-wise, that's not a lot of people. But most sims out there are developed by like, I don't know, 10, 20-man teams. Oh, Mark got shown the sand. Hey, Stuart, how's it going? Looks like Lucas is having some issues. Uh-oh. Must be the track, but I don't think this track has been updated. Has it? Bit early there. Yeah, I'm doing good. A bit rushed getting the stream started because I didn't finish eating till about like 2 minutes before I was meant to start. But other than that, it's pretty fine. It's pretty wide. It's still counted though. I think I'm fine with this time. It'll do. Full track. We're running on the 1.03 version, by the way. So you might... I think the full track came in a later... Or the short track, sorry, came in a later version. So you might need to downgrade. Has Lucas posted up anything? No. Scuba hasn't been updated, has it? Let me see. Scuba Circuit 2.2. Got updated in 2021 with grass effects and rain effects. Last update before that was 2019. But 2021 would have been... And that is like forever ago. No idea. But yeah, for Thermalito, we're using the 1.03 variant. God, I've dropped. Oh, Lucas got in. Okay. That's cool. So yeah. I parked at a terrible spot. I shouldn't have parked it. It's all good to get this thing started. Come on. I've dropped all the way down to 7th. Ugh, it's not good. I just wanted to check to see if what issues Lucas is having, but it seems like he's got them fixed. Too much there. Two-minute 30 lap time. Aim speed. Oh, Matia's off into the gravel. Grass over there. See if I can maybe jump up a couple of places. It's more sketchy than I thought it would be for a couple of these turns. Let's try and get away from you. Slap has felt pretty decent though. Open. It should get me at least a couple more spots. Well, I'm down to 8 now. I don't think I can drop much lower. P5. Okay. I'll take that. You can work from there in the race. How close was it? Okay, this front lot are pretty close, and then us mortals are further back. Pretty close though. Between Matteo, myself, Robert, and Lucas. We'll see how that goes. Just gotta make sure I actually get the start right, otherwise we're gonna be fighting further back. These cars don't get off the line very well at all, so you have to kind of coerce them a bit more with the clutch. I probably could have taken out a bunch of fuel, but oh well. Didn't matter too much. Someone did not get away. Kind of scuppered my start a bit. I don't want to drive straight into the back of him. Yeah, that was a brave attempt to go around the outside of Mark. That wasn't really going to work. Looks like we just lost a bunch of places too. Everybody's tripping over each other. Mark is bogging. Nearly into his rear there. Gotta be careful on that throttle. Otherwise I could easily scoop him up. I don't know how the hitboxes are on the front, so I don't think you can really get away with a little push down the straights. As much as that would be funny. Ooh, someone's been sent out really wide. It's Bill. I'm going to take the slipstream. He's going to try and challenge around the outside. Bit slow on the exit though. Close enough to Bill though. Bad. Those two are nose, well those three, sorry, are nose to tail up ahead. That's got way wide out of the exit here. Okay, let's get through here as well. That seemed to help. Ooh, I locked up there. Bad. Just about capture that slipstream though, I think. Bit of dirty air understeer there though. It's okay. Us five are going to be pretty close all race. Maybe this keeps up. We'll see. It's got a long way to go. The Bibber train, just send it. Gotta get a position to send it. A nice little run on Stuart here, or Phil. I don't know why I said Stuart. A little bit expensive. Quick free download and installed, nice. He got on the curbing there a bit. He's gonna squeeze me in real tight here. I'm gonna keep coming through. He backed out big time there. It's giving him a good run though. So I checked up quite a lot on Lucas. Big run down here. Now just to figure out what the hell to do with this run. Nothing into here, but maybe. So we're gonna free wide into here. He'll chickened out. On the curve a bit. Like cut back down across in front of his nose. It's position gained. Big plume of dust behind though, I'm not sure from who. Bit of a lock up. Bit of a Lucas. Woo! Bit too eager on the throttle there. Woo! All over the place. Touching the curbs? I need to stop doing that. It's really fucking me over here. Take a look at the checkers you've not driven before. Yeah, probably it's a good idea. It's a really fun track, but it is kind of tricky. How did I downshift? Oh, Lucas got a big wobble on the exit. So following Phil through. Inside by Lucas. Oh, it's still there. Oh, we can. Little bump. Yeah. Try and catch back up to Phil. Big run down the end of this straight. It is kind of risky to send a dive into this final corner. Way too early there. Especially given that he got that wrong. early as I dare. I'll take the gamble up the inside here. Station 3 that was a bit funny, but it seemed to work in my favor, so I'll accept it. Phil seems to have checked out a bit, so I need to try and break away from Lucas, which it seems like I am doing. I need to start closing down Phil. It's pretty close between the two of us there, that lap. It was just ever so slightly faster. Bit of a wider bump for that turn. Helped out. Picked up speed last time. Wasn't quite there. Faster than Lucas, but we are still pulling away. So we might just have a bit of an edge. Oh, Mark disconnected. Unfortunate. Is ABS allowed? We run factory assists, so it's whatever the car had. This car did not have ABS, so no for this car. And actually, I guess no for the Fiesta as well, because the Fiesta doesn't have ABS either. But say if we were to run something like a GT3 car, for example, that has both traction control and anti-lock brakes, so we would have both. This car is not that hard, or not that easy to lock up, all things considered. It's just that we're driving the absolute wheels off of it at the moment. And we're all tripping over the top of each other, so... Looks like Phil has caught up to Robert and Matteo, though. Those three are now in a fight. Maybe that will work in my favor. It almost seems like a 4-car train, actually, up ahead. It's kind of crazy. It is a 4-car train. Just back to 5th. Well, I wasn't quite sure how this is gonna go, given that we haven't had Tsukuba on the calendar for a long time, but it's delivering. Here is pulled quite a comfy lead, but everyone else seems to be in the wars up ahead. little cars always put on some great racing, though. Closed in on them a little bit, but I think I'm really gaining enough at the moment to really be any kind of a threat. But we'll keep pushing. See what we can do. A T over 59, Jesus. That being said, we are lapping in below 1 minute, so I guess not as crazy as I'd first thought. Oh, they're in the grass a bit up ahead. Yeah, I'm slowly catching up. They are faster than me on their own, but they're all fighting, which works quite nicely, because that's going to slow them up quite a bit. So this does help me out quite a bit. It's good that I was able to drop Lucas, because it means that I could just drive my line without any interruptions. As you can see, they're snaking all over the road, trying to attack and defend. So soon I will be catching up to the back of this train. I don't know, we might run out of time before that, before I really get a chance to do anything, but I am catching. Nah, just slip on the exit. Not quite close enough to really get any slipstream yet, though. A little bit still, no. Just on the cusp. A little bit closer and I'll start getting some slipstream off the bill. Should be now, yeah. Oh god. Sort of slid up a bit more than I was expecting. Mateus, slow out of there. That's gone defensive for the inside, but how much it's going to help him. Oh, bit of dirty air there. Yeah. Oh, this is crazy. If I had a little more power, that would have worked, I think. Running that outside bank line. Just didn't quite. Just gonna give Bill a little bit of a push down this straight. Maybe catch up a little bit. Put a little bit down the tires there. This is the final lap, so I guess every man for himself. Just gonna look around the outside of the car, maybe. Oh, big snap. That's not good. Okay, I lost the slipstream to Mateo. Here we go. Whew. Oh, I enjoyed that quite a bit. About 13 seconds. Thanks, yeah. That was all over the place. But I'm not sure how that was gonna go. But went a lot better than I expected. There we go. Seem to have gone all out of sync. Ugh. Madness from start to finish. That was definitely, yeah, that was something. That was a lot of fun though. You got a really bad start, which kind of scuppered me a bit. Basically dropped me to last, really. I think the only... I then tried it on the outside, that didn't work. I was second last. After the first corner. Nice little tussle with Mart there for a while. Eventually broke free of him, and then these three were all fighting. Robert, Lucas, and Phil. We caught up to these guys. Nearly killed Phil there. That was a big lookup. I don't know if there was like a little bit of... I don't know. He might have braked a little harder. But I did feel like he suddenly started slowing down a bit more than I thought he was. Just a bit of dirty air there. Marvin, he went here. I have to throw him out. Oh god, camera. There we go. Okay, you see her going at it for a jolly old while. I'm guessing you two up ahead probably were as well. That's how we all caught up. Yeah, Robert breaks 3. What happened to Phil? Well, I guess everyone gets stacked up a bit behind Robert. Gives me a great run on the outside of Phil. Or I guess the inside now. And he locked up. That's why he went so high. I was wondering why he'd fallen back so far. It actually kind of worked out for him though, because he got a good run out of there, but He wasn't able to really make anything of it. Yeah, I was gonna make a move on Lucas, and Phil comes along. Phil backs out in the end. I get it done on Lucas. And then I immediately fuck it up. I still lock up. And then lose the rear. And then fucked it up again by getting on the curb. And then I get on the curb again, I think, here. This lap was terrible. Yeah, there you go, curb again. And that allowed Phil through. Okay, then Lucas got it real wrong here. Way too much on the inside. Big slip. So I followed Phil through. Easy position. Actually, maybe not. So much happened in this race, I'm forgetting what happened already. There you go, yeah, I think you got back ahead. Not quite. Yeah, you did at the exit here, yeah. Give him a little... Boop. Wasn't sure if that would work, but I was like, yeah, I got nothing to lose. It should be light enough that I won't kill him. But I wasn't able to get any more than that. I was thinking I'd work with him to try and catch back up to Phil, but then I kind of noticed that Phil was just getting further away. So I just thought in the end, sod it. I'm gonna go for it. There we go, yeah, I just sent up the inside here. And he didn't really have an answer back into turn 1. But I pulled away from there. And let's see up ahead. Bear catches up to you guys. I'm guessing. Bear made quite a lot of ground up. I don't know where he started. He definitely made a lot of places. Because he was behind me earlier on. I think. Maybe not. Going for the old switcheroo. Not quite. Oh god, 3 wide. Oh no, not quite. Oh, you got really deep there. Didn't help. Great run out of there, but nowhere to go with it. There's always the really annoying moments when you get an amazing run and then you just can't go anywhere. You're like, oh, shit. What the inside there, very brave. Didn't work out though. I wonder what Mattia thought of this race. He was just running away up front. There's probably one of the best battles we're going to see in this final season. Played out. Sadly missed the actual race, yeah. Yeah, you did. Suffering from success. Yeah, I mean, these 4 were definitely faster than me, but they were fighting so much that I caught up at the end. I think my pace was improving, but I don't know if that was necessarily fuel, or if I was just driving faster, I don't know. But, had these guys not have been fighting, there was no way I would have caught them. I think here, I'm starting to get closer up to Phil. Yeah, Robert makes his way through. he also gets some on up here. Oh, big slide. Shit, I think the results server might still be down. Oh, okay, I didn't mean to click there. Rear wing casting 2 shadows. Is it? Well, I guess it kind of is. The rear wing is just that advanced. It can cast itself twice. If anything, the whole car almost seems to be casting 2 shadows, maybe. I don't know. Like this one underneath seems to be like maybe baked in. I don't know. Because you got this one that kind of stretches around the car. Whoa! I need to go back. I was just too busy looking at the shadows. He gets a nice... This starts further back, doesn't it? He gets a great run out of the final turn. That's really tight there, which maybe cost him a little bit. Oh, runs him into the grass a little bit there. But he forces his way in, not letting it go. He wanted that space. Oh, that snap there, though, hurt him. Slipstream train starting up. Oh, very close there. Oh, a little touch. Hitbox score, but it was a touch. And Mateo comes back into the fight now. Oh, bit of a slide. Just hurt him. They're going around the outside. Filth begins to fight Mateo. Yeah, those two are still going at it. Ooh, is that a... Oh no, he goes in and then he immediately ducks back out again. Okay. Oh, touch wheels. Neither of them giving an inch. About as close as you can get, I think, with these hitboxes. Nose to tail. And at this point, I've caught up. Tried shooting around the outside here, but Phil wallowed up a lot higher than I thought he was going to. I think he locked up a little bit. That shat me up. Phil gets a good run. Mateo doesn't really take it. Both of them go on the grass. Bear absolutely sends one in. Neck and neck. He actually pulls the head slightly into the corner. But it's hard to keep it around the outside here because it's just flat corner. Oh, but he goes a little too deep there, and that's going to let Robert through. Oh, a little touch there. Again, I think. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a big snap from him. Wheel banging action here. Madness. Still not done. He refuses to let go. At this point, Mateo's come back into the fight. Mateo gets too much on the inside again. Go back and look at us three in a moment. I want to see how these two end up, though. Again. He actually clears him ever so slightly into the corner. Can he hold it around the outside? Ooh, just about. He does. Damn. That's kind of crazy. Jump back here, I think. That's where we kind of fell into our own little fight. I got a really bad run out of here. I'm not sure how. But he got a snap on the entry. I guess he just couldn't really find the grip. Oh, mischief. He went into neutral there. It grabbed second and then it went into neutral. Huh. Hardware problems, maybe? That's unfortunate, if it is. Yeah, issues with the shift there. You would have thought sticking your arm through a solid sheet of metal would hurt change gears, but apparently racers in this era were built different. I got a good run with Bill here. I tried it on the outside here, but it didn't really work. And yeah, onto the final lap. I think the tail gets way too on the inside here, yeah, and he loses a chunk of time. Phil tries it. Phil was looking on the outside. I thought, oh no, and then he ducks back inside, so I'm like, alright, fuck it, going for it. Fired it as deep as I dared into the corner. Oh, he got on the curb as well. Ran that banking. No, that was basically it for us, really. I bungled getting a run. Oh well, actually no, Phil. Yeah, I bungled that run, so Phil tried to get me back. Didn't quite get it. What happened to old Mart, though? How big was the gap in the end, actually? Very. You're at the hairpin and we're still all back there. What happened to Mart, though? He seemed... He had a decent start and then... things went a bit downhill, I'm guessing. Oh. Oh, he got on the curb and he spun. Oh. Oopsie. I guess he was just on his own. He disconnect? Oh no, he parked. Okay. No life is a bore. No, I don't think I have that on this playlist. I might have it downloaded somewhere, I don't know. I need to... I keep changing out... Well... I change out some of the tracks in the list, and then, I then have to go and, I then go and change them. And D5, hope there's another race to watch. There is another race, yeah. Just about to start getting ready for it now. I was just grabbing a link to one of the other drivers, because he didn't have the right track version. Running a slightly outdated version of the track. I need to check, though. Okay, yeah. I do need to give the boss... Well, I've let him know, actually. So, hopefully, next week we should have all of the... Excuse me, we should have all of the results up, I'm hoping. So next week we will be able to go through those. I will make a little bit of a formal post later, and I did kind of mention it a little bit earlier, but I have decided on how we're gonna... Well, I've decided that for the, obviously, the continuation, name TBC, that we will be going with a self-hosted solution of some description. I need to browse around different server providers and see which one will give the best offer, really. Yeah, I have two different versions of the track. Oh, that's 1.6, 1.03. Okay, different layouts. But yeah, it is the harder solution, but I think in the long run, I think it'll be the better solution for going forward. I could be wrong, and it could crash and burn, but I'd be damned if I didn't at least give it a shot. Ooh. Let's take the... What were we last week? Was it Donington? I don't remember. Red Atlanta. I think the Red Atlanta setup. There's a lightly modified version of the Riverside setup. But I think that should do me well. But yeah, I will put up in the Discord server, I will put up a more descriptive post talking about it a bit more, but yeah. It was a very close toss-up between that and WSS, but I do believe that self-hosting will give us... Well, it gives us more freedom, for one, and it will... I think it's just a better fit. You think I'm wrong? That you could say. More layers. But, it's kind of... I mean, I think most, from what I could gather from the responses, most people said they were okay with either. Oh dear. Right, I might need to look at the brakes. I did remember last week the braking setup I have on this is kind of killing me. You know what? We'll leave it as it is and just see what happens. Maybe try and get it back to 60. Might help. So I'm noticing a bit of rear end lift into the braking zones, and it's giving me rear locking and over rotation. Not good. 7 laps and Tinner squeezed in nice. Suppose at a glance seems like the better fit, yeah. I mean, regardless of... I mean, obviously it is to be between that and WSS, and for both scenarios, I'd have to pay. I'd have to cop up some money to host, so... Self-hosting might end up being a little more expensive, but I think it's worth it for the extra freedom that we'd get. Not to mention, well, you could argue it is a smaller thing. You know, people do like making their own liveries for the seasons that we do. And in WSS, you have to pay for that, so... Great track, yeah, this is an awesome track, I love it. Dan and, oh, I braked way too early. Old DDF and Tyrone really cooked on this. The original track was great, but it was quite sketchy. This one makes it into a much more well-rounded track. Oh god. SWSS not paid run liveries, yeah. Rears are a bit cold. Ooh, hello, frame drops. That was interesting. It's server time though. I'm hoping those frame drops aren't going to carry over to the server, though. Otherwise, we're, it's not good. That's all I can say. Not good. We'll see, though. Then he got the message about the version. Let's see. Do we have the server? Should do. Yeah, I didn't really have a chance to put out. I haven't really had the chance to put out any proper messages about it yet, but I do intend to, like, after we finish. I don't know if I'll make another video on it. Maybe make a video once we've got things more laid out. But the kinda... Well, the absolute basic is getting a server provider up and running. I do have my server, but obviously people would prefer that I went with a provider, which I do think, obviously it will cost money, but I do think that is the better choice. Should hopefully get better ping for everyone, and be a bit more secure and reliable. And I mean, while running the server for my own PC is technically free, obviously it does also cost the electricity.
Skin upload failed. Your skin is larger than 10 megabytes.
Thanks, boss man. Still need to get around to making these as well. I got too much stuff on this final season. Too much. But it's worth it.
Skins checked, nothing new, carry on.
And if I yeah, if I soften the rear end up a bit, maybe that'll help. I don't know. Just hoping I can maybe quell some of the rear end lifting. Might make the car a little more limp, but the rear locking did kind of was a little tricky. feel a bit better though. Car's not lifting up anywhere near as much under braking. It's still a little bit, but nowhere near as bad. A little deep on the brakes. We're likely going to chew through the tires here as well. Still locking the rears a bit, but it is a bit better than it was before, so I'm okay with that. Oh, God. Be careful of going into that wall. Kind of a shame, actually. There's going to be a 2025 version of this track soon that I think bypasses this first chicane. Maybe the chicane layout will still exist. Kind of hope it does. I mean, I get why. Because to sort of try and like minimize the chaos at the start, because we just go straight into this really tight chicane. But I would be lying if I said I didn't like the jeopardy it causes. I'm always down for a little bit of jeopardy. Not always gonna be squeaky clean. Oopsies will happen. I'm gonna keep it as it is. Should have gone 2 laps, really. Some people are gonna whack on the softs, but I'm not gonna chance it. Oh, repair into the wall there. I'll let this gaggle of cars go. Just take me out of line here. Uh-oh. Okay. That was weird. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Did we damage much? Yeah, we can keep going. I don't know if the stream cut out at all there briefly, but all my screens went black. Hoping that doesn't mean that the power's gonna go out. Not be good. call. I'm gonna get it back up to temp. I crash the car some more. You know, I'm gonna say screw it. I'm not actually sure if these setup changes really helped much. Oh, I just saved it, didn't I? I meant to do the opposite. I meant to load. That's right. Somebody's off in the gravel. Oh, it's Michael. I guess as a little side point, if you want some more information on kind of thoughts and feelings about the future, you can definitely check out the live stream we did on Friday. It's a little long, but we do sort of kick it off. Well, it's one of the first things we talk about. I do think that was a pretty decent chat, all things considered. He did receive an extra response as well after that live stream with an interesting little piece of feedback, sort of requesting that I did a. I think I've seen this before somewhere. From somebody, but they requested like a. A sort of like junior driver training sort of session thing. To sort of help people get up to speed more. Which I do think is kind of an interesting idea, but it is kind of oh, Rob's pulled over. It's kind of a tricky one to figure out what would be the best way to do. I wouldn't really say I'm the most qualified to give like actual coaching for sim racing stuff and give tips and thoughts for sure. What's up to P3? I was I was not really paid attention that lap, to be honest, but I'll take that. Actually, it's pretty good. It's where I can't actually beat that. Because yeah, I guess one sort of slight. Oh no! God damn it! I guess it's my qualifying over. I think I don't think we're going to get around in time. Yeah, no. Balls. But I guess that is one kind of problem with the group we've been able to cultivate, right? Like, we have some amazing racing and very clean, fair racing for the most part. But, like, the skill level to be able to actually compete is very high. Not quite, I wouldn't say it's quite esports level, but, you know, it's a lot more than what your average sim racer can really do. Which I think does tend to scare some of the slower people off. They obviously feel, well, they obviously can't compete, really. Well, they struggle to compete. And, they feel like they're sort of an obstacle. In some cases, that has been a little true. Some people that have come through in SRS that are a little slower maybe need a little bit of have needed maybe a little bit of extra awareness courses, but oh, you know what? I'm actually gonna get to the line in time. It's crazy. Or maybe not. Actually, no, we're good. We'll make it. Count to 6. Ouch. Yeah, one of the goals with this transition would also be to kind of maybe try and strengthen the community aspect a bit of what we do. I'd say, you know, the community's definitely grown stronger and closer over the years as we race each other more and more. But at the same time, the main SRS Discord chat server is like, oh, there's only one text channel. Technically 2, but really only 1. Because the other one's where we organize everything. It is a pretty tricky track, yeah. But it means the race is definitely gonna be interesting. Yeah, I had thought in the past about maybe trying to push for more. You're scared? I think a lot of people will be, so don't worry. Had lots of excuses already. Good luck. I took a little handbrake turn there, though, because I did overcook that royally. I don't know if this is any faster or not, but we'll see. Yeah, myself and Lucas probably do have the most knowledge at this track than other people here. Any idea with fuel? No. I'm not gonna be able to. I have 26 liters. I think that should be more than enough. 26 should be more than enough. Yeah, 28 minutes. You could take less than that. I'm carrying way too much fuel. You probably get away with like 22 or something, I don't know. But yeah, 26 is predicting me 28 minutes. He's got no clutch. Huh. Where is Michael? Oh, he's back. Oh, the camera's not working. I don't actually see him. We'll keep right. Okay. It's gonna be interesting though. Here we go. My look buttons aren't playing friendly with me. Play it really safely to hear though. Bear's right there. It's tucking him behind there. Head up to Arnie Bend for the first time. I don't know if that's its official name, but there is Arnie on the corner. On the tails of the wall, I've hit him. Oh, he's dead. Oh, and I've been... oh my god. Oh my god, it's fucking chaos. I just kind of just drive into the back of him though. Could have maybe argued that was a racing incident, but... yeah, it was a major cork bottle moment. This track is dead. It's really fast. It's really fun, but it is deadly. One sniff of the barriers in the wrong place and that's a huge accident. There are plenty of places for you to completely destroy your car. Oh, he's going on. He's all over the road. Bloody hell. To look back at the replay to see if there was anything I really could have done there, but I don't know. Maybe make the race a bit more interesting, more cars to pass. Oh, let's see if I can actually get a good rhythm going. Broken through traction a little bit now. Like we've gone wide. So many cars stacked up here. It's all the way from 10th through the 5th. It's going real deep here. I'm gonna enter the tail. Again. Jim leading this train. I'll try and lose Michael here. Oh, not by doing that though. Put him right up. Let's get there, Rob. Get the same kinda. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if that was a bit of a snooker play from Mike. Or what? He seems to be lagging a little bit. Unfortunate for Rob. Mike was in the wall. Jesus. Oh my god. Crazy night. Just gonna catch back up to this group ahead. I'm way too hard. I'm locking the rears like a motherfucker though. Not good. It's wrong. Oh, I am at 60% brake bias already, Jesus. I'm moving it. Too. I doubt that's gonna help because they're gonna shift more of the weight on the front. Okay, it didn't really help. Flying too much for that one last corner. Flying too much in a bunch of these corners, to be honest. Next. You didn't get a good run out of there. I'm gonna risk overtaking him into here though. It is doable overtaking into this corner, but not so sure with these cars. You'd have to be extremely brave. Really hit the wall there. Down here though. I didn't quite get that right. Let's hope I could cut back. Get a nice big run on him. It didn't quite work out. Out up ahead. Go back before. Cleared. Though. Oh, absolutely mangled that exit curb. Well, that curb on the second corner. Was not what I was hoping to do. Hoping I could get a great run out, but it's up too deep. Big lift there. A nice old run into here. It's going quite deep on the brakes. Worked out. Just brave through there. It's catching up behind. Oh, we got a big sideways out of there, though. He's in the wall a little bit. Would have had a great run there, but I was too close. I'm going for it. Keep the car in. Oh, I hit the wall. Slowly up too much, goddammit. Struggling to get the runs in this thing that I want. Right there. Chicken down. Knows exactly where to put his car. Still breathing all over me though. Not helping. Oh, he's gone real deep there though. Help me a bit. Lose a bit of the heat on the rear. I'm way too deep. Go. Oh, there was a bit of contact behind, I think. Fortunate. 5 minutes to go. See if I can do anything up ahead. I'm not sure if I can. I've noticed lately, no matter where I am on track, I seem to run into Jim. We've been fighting a lot more than usual lately, I think. Whether he's faster than me, I'm faster than him, whether about even, seems to change every race. But we do seem to keep meeting. I don't think I've ever finished a race around this track though with a non-damaged car, I'll be honest. Maybe actually that... I can't remember. I do remember doing a 1 hour race with the SCB folk in the Capri. I remember I pretty much led that from start to finish, but I probably hit a wall at some point. It's hard not to around here. Especially with, like, running really far, like, running flat out. You're kind of bound to graze a wall here or there. It's just the nature of the track. Very fast, very fun, very deadly. I do think one thing that helps elevate this above a lot of other fictional tracks, though, is that it is based on a real geographical area. I typically find I prefer fictional tracks that do carry some semblance of reality. There are exceptions here and there, but I think it helps keep the tracks have like a more believable level of terrain. I mean, you'd never fit this track around here. I mean, we're literally driving into the side of a dam. Like, this tunnel couldn't exist. And a few other parts of the track. But the actual, like, geography of this landscape is all real. Maybe a little bit of terraforming done here or there, just to kind of fit the track in a bit nicer. But they did largely work around the terrain. tires are wearing out now. Approximately less tire wear than at Road Atlanta. Well, I am just a bit quicker than Phil, but it's not going to be enough unless he blunders big time. A sterling defense from Jim. It helped that I wasn't really confident on the brakes. Probably would have had him a lot sooner if I was. I just haven't really been able to fix the rear locking that I've been suffering. And the heavy braking loads. I mean, had I just kept going after the lap 1 incident, would have been in a much better position, but I don't know. Oh, somebody's off. I think I'm too far away though still to really do anything about it. Yeah, I think so. This should be the final lap as well. It's surprisingly hot in this room though. Pretty certain I did open the window earlier, but the weather at the moment has been really all over the place. It's been pretty cold sometimes, and then it'll just suddenly like heat up. Obviously doing stuff like this doesn't help. It's like the damage indicator is very tumulty-like. You could say I had a bit of a tumulty race, at least a tumulty start, definitely. Oof. Oh, okay. That cut me out. Oh. Oh, I accidentally clicked join on the server again. Whoopsie. I didn't mean to do that. No. It's not gonna connect, is it? Stuff's died. Yep. That's cool. I didn't want to connect anyways. Okay, thanks. Game crashed. Oh yeah. Okay. Put the replay up. That was that was definitely something though. Still fun though. I need to open some more windows though. Gee. I didn't near miss IRL today because it needed a massive crashing game. It's an interesting way to look at things. I was gonna get lucky on lap 1 crash, but someone hit a bar and came back cross track. Yeah, it was complete chaos. We'll have to see what happened. Pretty clean first chicane, all things considered. We all got through without a scratch, I think. All very disciplined. I actually had a pretty good start, all things considered. Should have slowed more. Road was pushing so hard, I think Mateo just clips the wall. And I clobbered him. And then, oh. Not if... You do kind of come out of here unstated. Oh, he hit the wall as well. Okay, so there wasn't really much he could have done because he was kind of stuck on that line. He was trying to turn away. Actually, he probably would have missed me. Then Mateo bounced off the wall. Absolutely nailed. Then Stewart coming in. Oh, another big nail. And then Jim. Oh, almost. I was very close, actually. Nearly made it through. Just a little nudge. And then Michael plows in again. Rob and Phil got through. Oh, Phil was way at the back. I didn't realize he was that far back. Oh, nailed. Nice kiss. And then, skip a little bit. No. Guessing you probably had a lot of damage after that. Oh, Michael. All over the place there. I think we were going to have... I was hoping this was going to go similarly to the Estonias, where we'd all kind of congregate and have a battle. Here's but a scratcher rally, kind of, yeah. Didn't feel much of a difference, fair enough. Oh! I don't know if that came across. Will that happen again? Oh, it's not going to happen again. Damn it. I probably couldn't see it because of the chat window. But as my car's shadow came onto the screen, you could just see the driver. Just a man sticking out on top of the car. It was funny. On the shadow, though. Oh, you got rammed. I got really deep in here. And that'll be through. Bit of a light show in the tunnel. I need to find a better braking setup though, or a better rear axle setup, because I'm locking the rears like crazy under braking. The car handles really nice, but I'm like walking on eggshells every time I brake. I don't know if that's just me or what, but I was struggling to find much confidence, so I was locking up so easily. But I think it's more down to like how the rear suspension is. Now, what happened here? Uh-oh. Oh, 3 into 1. Oh, okay. He's just said it rear is a bit tricky on the braking, yeah. I had no idea Michael had come that deep in. So I figured that we were fine. But, Rob came out the worst there. That was very unlucky. There's maybe just about enough space, but I think of the angle. Yeah, the angle he came in, there was nothing he could have done. It was definitely, I think there was definitely enough space for... Just about enough space for the three of us. That was very unfortunate. Oh, yep, and then oh, Michael met the wall, the infamous wall on the exit of this chicane. And nice little T-bone. Scrap here. Make a great run. It's hard to tell how others were braking. Yeah, I was struggling like hell on the braking. Pretty much all the way through. You can just see it by watching the car. The rear end cocks up and I lock the rear axle. Nearly in the wall there. This is where Jim really leans into my braking weakness. Keeps me at bay for a long time. It's also sliding a lot for that final turn, which I don't think was helping me. You see that locking just a bit. Thought I might have gotten a run here, but then way too much curb. Wasn't gonna happen. I didn't dare a run up here just yet. It's doable, but it's really risky. It's one of those corners you kind of have to hope the other person backs out, otherwise it's very hard. He went quite deep here. I don't know if I braked early or what, but did I brake early? Maybe? I don't know. Just carried so much more speed through though. Try to Uchima to get the place back. He was just a lot better on the brakes there, I think. I wonder if my experience with this track was maybe hurting me a bit. I know how hard it can bite if you if you get it wrong. Because I wasn't confident on the brakes, I was being pretty conservative in those braking zones. Here I just said, fuck it, I'm going for it. Maybe could have done it with a bit of a better run though. Because it ultimately didn't work out. I slowed up too much and just nicked the wall. Try to keep it too much on the inside. And it's a little nick and that's slowing me up a lot. Still quite a lot. Again, yeah, it's just better on the brakes. He's using that advantage very well. Look up here. Careful switcheroo, but he goes way deep. So, easy pickings. I didn't realize he'd opened up the corner that much there. I guess that's the one downside with the little arrow. Oh, yeah, way too much speed. Oh, luckily he didn't hit the wall. That could have been a lot worse, but yeah, it was a bit too hot. And then, yeah, you give the place back. But that's why there's a lot of runoff there, otherwise that corner would be death. It already is kind of death, but it would be even more so if there was, like, no runoff there. Okay, let's go to the front of this group. Stay that way. Yes, it does. What happened to these two on the final lap? It is. They went off. Oh, there's Rebecca for a crazy lunge. No, it's Phil. He overcooks it. Oh, he's ahead. He was behind. Oh, that's so. Oh, Rebecca clips the wall. Yeah, he clips the wall. You lose so much speed when you clip that wall. Nice, well calculated send. And then he just outbrakes himself. Yeah, it's a bit lethal. There's a hump you can see just as you enter the braking zone for this corner. Which means it's a lot easier than you think to outbrake yourself. Especially as the corner falls away and gets tighter. It's a real bitch of a hairpin. To get right. Oh, way out into the wall. That was unlucky. Okay, at least this version doesn't have the final hairpin of the original track. Oh boy, that final hairpin. That was something on the original Thermalito. It wasn't like up at the front. Here takes a sweep. Seems so. A lot closer to up front this time. Lucas was on pole. Yeah, I think me and Lucas have been at all of the Thermalitos so far using this layout of the track, like the yearly event that DDF puts on. So, realistically, I should have done a lot better here, but I think my lack of confidence in my setup really hung me up there. Silverstone next week, yeah. I think the setup might be better for like slower tracks. Because I think that was built for... I think it was based off of an Angle C setup. Yeah, good race, Jim. See you next week. Yeah, I think I just tweaked it a bit here and there. I haven't really made any tweaks to it this season, which has kind of proven to be a little bit of a mistake. But, we'll work it out. Really want to try and get a win in this final season, but the competition is really strong. I'm definitely lacking a bit in all three series. Definitely closest in my own, but oh, Lucas. Oh shit. Okay. He just got a little too hot out of there. Yeah, way over that curb. Bang in the wall. That's Mattia through. That's unlucky. I don't know if Mattia has a livery for this, it's just not loading. It might do. Or maybe not, because the interior looks fine. I don't know. I didn't check the livery list. Guessing he pulls away though here. I think this year's, oh yeah, see you, Stuart. glad to hear you enjoyed it, and I'll see you around. Thinking. There was something I was gonna say. I've completely forgotten what that was. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, Thermalito, I think it's coming up. The actual DDF racer event is coming up relatively soon. It usually happens in November, so that's only a couple of months away now. But it's a good bit of fun. Typically a longer race around this track. Yeah, big grid, big mix of people. But I mean, it's generally pretty good fun. Some of the driving standards could sometimes be a little questionable, but everyone's in for a bit of a laugh, so it's not the end of the world at the end of the day. Yeah, nothing much else really happened there. Hopefully the results server will be fixed for next week, because it seems like it's dead. I'll check again quickly, but I'm not. Bleh. Yeah, no, it hasn't magically spurred to life, so yeah. Hopefully that'll then be able to bring back all the results that we've missed. Hopefully. But, yeah. Next week, on the Monday, oh no. Oh, it's the Nürburgring Sprint. Oh, it's the Nürburgring GP circuit. That's interesting. Actually, what was put? Oh, it is, yeah. Okay. Interesting choice. Oh, Vallelunga Classic. A nice pick. And a Monza 56 full. Oh, 66 full. Jeez. But yeah, Nürburgring GP on the Monday. Monaco. Monaco and the Estonias. And Silverstone for the Fiestas. So that should be a good bit of fun. There is... yeah, so just kind of quick... Before we wrap up here, quick sort of note on the sort of going forward stuff. I will get out a little bit of a post on the Discord server later on, just kind of talking a bit more about some stuff. Once I've kind of collected my thoughts into a bit of a paragraph or whatever. And yeah, if you're not there, obviously there's a link in the description, I think. Yes. There's likely going to be changes happening around there as we kind of mothball it in. But yeah, in short, we're going for self-hosting. Unless there's like a huge pushback against it. But I think from what I gather from the feedback we got, most people were kind of either or. They weren't too fussed. But I think in the long term, it'll be the better option for us. Yeah, there's more stuff to be sorted out. There's still a lot of work to go, but I will be looking into like server providers and stuff like that, looking to get things more organized. I'm sort of putting together a little bit of a mini roadmap, essentially. Nothing like crazy formal, but just kind of trying to get people an idea of what I kind of plan, of what I'm planning, get people's feedback on that plan, and kind of go from there. Because yeah, exactly, more freedom. And it's like, ultimately, I kind of came to the realization that we're going to be paying either way. And like, WSS is fine, Like, if this crashes and burns, we can go to WSS. But I think I'm gonna be paying money either ways into running whatever it is. Like, WSS, we have to pay for, like, the top tier subscription. It's, you know, the actual value of it is not really a problem. But it's like, we could pay a little bit more. I don't actually know how much hosting or renting out like a VPS would cost, but I don't think it's too much. You know, paying a little bit more each month to get, you know, complete freedom, essentially. I personally believe at least would be better. WSS doesn't cost money if you want to race, but if you want to run a community, you need to have they have like a multi-tier subscription system. Am I signed into WSS here? I'm not. Shit. Okay, let me do that quickly. Yeah, so it's free if you want to race, but yeah, if you there's like 3 different subscription levels. Another slight kicker is, as well, as if you want to run custom liveries, which I know a few people do. You have to pay for that. That's like an extra fee. Well, you have to get one of the subscription tiers, should I say? Where am I? Okay, ta-da! As you can see here, there's like an upgrade thing, and yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you got like two different plans here, essentially. You've got the obviously, yeah, basically participate in everything. You can run a community server, which I think is just like a one-off server, essentially. But you're capped. Then you've got the Driver Plus, which gives you a few more stuff. You can have custom liveries, private event server. But this is what I'd have to go for if we wanted to do it on our own. For the advanced community and organizer servers. Mod upload requests as well. Because I don't really care about these. Whatever. But this is the real meat and potatoes. Because this will give flashbang. A nice dark mode here, and then bang. But yeah. Yes, this is where we'll be able to set up everything and do it all ourselves. But I think if I look in like a VPS, just like I think I say like Ionos Day, for example. Just picking up a random company. Where the hell we're gonna go? It's like for around about the same price, right? I can host an entire server, and this server can largely, you know, carte blanche with it. Because I mean, like we don't even really need like anything crazy. Like, this might be overkill. Say, for example, this is like the best seller. Of course, they say best value is the highest one, but like, you know, like this is effectively like we just get like a blank slate, really, and we can do what we want. Probably have 2 months of free premium soon if you finish P2 in that Porsche Street Cup. Oh, is that something that's going on? Oh, I see here. Yeah. Porsche Street Cup. What Ah, I see. Cup Pro Am. Why do they filter to Am first? That's kind of goofy. Cup Pro Plus. Not so many people in Pro Plus. Fair enough. Even is it? Oh yeah, GT3 Cup. I haven't actually driven the AC 992 Cup, but I'm kind of scarred for life after driving it. I briefly test drove it in iRacing some years ago, and then I raced it in R-Factor 2 and absolutely hated it. I can't imagine. I don't know if I'd, maybe the AC mod is different, I don't know. Well, I was not a fan of it in R-Factor 2. But yeah, it's like, you know, not that much more money, really. I mean, both of these are on discounts. Doesn't want to tell how much you have to throw it in the corners. Actually, yeah, thinking about it, I guess, unlike R-Factor 2, I don't think in AC you really have cars that can, like, scrub their tires down really quickly. Because I remember the thing I really hated in the R-Factor 2 version was that you kind of had... You wanted to throw the car into the corners, but as soon as you did that, you'd shave off, like, 5% of your tire life every time you did that. And so you had to, like, baby the car to, like, keep the tires into, like, any kind of, like, livable range. Otherwise you just kill them. Even in, like, a 20-minute race. It was fucking miserable. Ironically, I found some of my worst experiences of R-Factor 2 has been actually with premium DLC content. Or, like, official DLC content. I hated that Porsche Cup. I didn't really like the BTCCs. What others? I can't even remember. But if you got to drive after navigating in the menus. You see, I only touch the online in R-Factor 2. Every time I try and play single player, it ends in complete disaster. So I've at least memorized the path to get onto the server. And how to do setup stuff. But yeah, it's not good. Which is a shame, because, like, I do think when it all works... Like, I think I've had some of the most fun driving experiences in Sims I've ever had in R-Factor 2. No other Sims really quite hit the same beat that I have had in a couple of the races there. Or in some of the races there, but, like... It's such a dice roll every time. As to whether or not you're going to get something that is amazing or a buggy piece of shit. I think nowadays it has gotten a bit better. But it is still a bit touch and go sometimes. Doesn't help, like, half of the mods are, like, really low effort R-Factor 1 conversions. Like, if you thought the RF1 conversions for AC are bad, ooh, they are golden compared to some of the ones I've seen for R-Factor 2. They've just slapped them in there and been like, yep, that'll do. Yeah, it is a shame. I am kind of waiting. Like, it is annoying as well that a lot of modern Sims are really trying to ham up the realism. Because while technically, yes, that is what they should be doing, to be a simulator, at the same time, it's like, they're not actually providing a good product to use. Yeah, there's a reason why we still all play AC, even though it's like 11 years old now. And it's largely because Kunos keeps their grubby mitts off of it, and it largely works out of the box. Also because, like, the modding scene is just crazy. But if other Sims were as reliable and dependable as AC generally is, then, like, I feel like they could have, you know, had the same level of community. Which is something I don't think AC Evo is ever going to meet, sadly. It'll be interesting to see what Project Motor Racing has to offer when that drops, but, 'cause that's kind of the only real other hope at the moment, I think. But, like, it's an Ian Bell game, so... And it's, like, the first ever time I think anybody's tried to make a racing simulator on a farming sim engine, so how well that goes, we'll see. But, yeah. Interesting times. Tractor DLC incoming. You know what? I'd love that. We can get some, like, really silly, like, crossover DLC. I'd be all for it. Tried tractors in AC and they suck. There was a mod I saw a while ago for, like, a racing tractor. I can't remember if I ever tried it or not. But I could imagine a tractor would suck, yeah. That's the thing. I feel like Sims nowadays, right? I feel like realism isn't a good enough selling point nowadays. You need more. You need more, something to make you truly stand out. Just saying you're the most realisticest game ever doesn't really mean anything at the end of the day. Because, I mean, every sim claims they're uber realistic, yet every sim does things differently. Like, Racing claims it's realistic, but as far as I'm concerned, it's ass backwards. But, you know, Racing dragged me in for a while because it has a great community and there's some pretty nice content in there. And then I realized that, like, I just really didn't like how it drived, so I stopped. But it was like a year almost where I was playing Racing relatively regularly. A ranked online system, one of the selling points of PMR. Yeah, if they can actually get, like, a ranked online system working out of the box, then that would actually be, like, a decent selling point. Because nobody bar iRacing has been able to make it work. ACC tried, and LFM had to come and save them because they did such a shit job. Automobilista tried, and then ended up incorporating LFM. And even then, I don't think I don't think that really took off either. What else? I mean, AC Evo, God fucking knows what they're trying. Raceroom tried, but it's race from. I don't think that... I mean, that took off relatively well, it seemed, in Racing, but I think everyone just eventually filtered out back to their, like, their own communities. Oh yeah, the Sim Raceway 2, yeah. Didn't Sim Raceway kind of flop because it had a really stupid pricing model? I remember hearing something that, like, cars were like... It was like a 10... It was like 1% or something like that of their, like, real-life costs or something stupid. Or like a 1,000th of their real-life cost. So it was like... Okay, sure, like, a go-kart is 50p, that makes sense. Like, a GT car was like 20 quid, a little iffy, and then, like, a Formula 1 car was like 100 quid, and it was like, maybe not. I remember hearing something about that. But I do think PMR also has the career mode. If they could pull off the career mode, I think that'd be another big selling point too. Because, like, I think I probably would, like, if there was actually a good reason to play Sims offline more, I think I would. But a lot of the time there just isn't. It's just doing mindless racing against the AI, and once you kind of figure out the quirks and of the AI, it's just like, well, it's trivial, really. So it's hard to really get as much fun out of it anymore without doing, like, really silly stuff. Like, every now and then I'll boot up, like, AC or whatever, do some AI racing, but there was actually, like, a proper career mode with, like, sensical progression and stuff like that, then, like, I'd probably play that for a good few hours. Fixing AI and AC as a game in itself, yeah. You're not wrong there. It's extra saucy when you do it with mods. I remember trying to fix the AI on this one oval track, but I think the, like, track lines hadn't been defined properly. Because I set, like, a much better, like, driving line for the AI. But then the AI just started driving across the grass. Driving along the grass, driving on the apron, and it was like, well, that wasn't what I did. It'd be great if more Sims could take the Live for Speed approach for AI. Like, Live for Speed's AI is kind of flawed. And it's definitely a harder way to do AI, but, like, the AI does use the same physics that you do. Like, in, like, AC and basically every other sim, there's kind of a degree of cheating that the AI does to kind of make them comparable. Or to make them be able to put up a challenge, right? But in Live for Speed, they do feel a bit more natural. Because there's no real... Like, they do have, like, kind of unrealistic throttle and braking and steering control, but you can't really get rid of that without a lot of, like, filtering and stuff. But, like, yeah, it does lead to some really funny moments, but it feels a lot more natural. And even though they do tend to be, like, slower than, like, ACI and whatnot, I typically find racing against them is more fun, because it's less predictable. Need to make sidelines too, yeah. But yeah, it would be nice to just get a sim that, like, even if it's not the most realistic, who cares? As long as it's the complete package, then it's good enough. We can sit here wagging our fingers about realism for years and years, and we'll never be happy. I mean, it's like I did try going back to AMS2 the other day. But, AMS2 is still kind of a mess. Which is kind of annoying. Like, I enjoyed AMS2 back when I played it more often. And I did start to get embedded into some communities who raced it more frequently. But I kind of dropped off because they just kept doing massive updates after massive updates back then. And it was kind of just a chore, because like every couple of months or so I'd have to go and set up the whole game again. And have to retest everything again, like the cars would drive different, everything would just be different. It was like getting a new game every 2 months or so. It was kind of a pain in the butt, really. And I was like, fuck it, I quit. I'm gonna come back when they've finished doing crazy updates. They still are, but I thought I'd give it another shot. And they have improved a lot of things, but there's still a lot that is kind of jank. I went to go and reset my force feedback settings, it then reset all of my bindings and wouldn't let me bind my pedals again. And at that point I was just like, I can't be bothered. I'm likely not gonna play this online anytime soon, so I was just gonna do sporadic shit against the AI and whatnot for a while. And I was like, meh, I'll come back at another time. So yeah, maybe in 5 years AMS2 will be there. But they keep just adding more and more shit to it, which I don't think is the right way. I'm missing, I think I'm missing basically all of the DLC beyond the 2020 to 2022 season pass they did. But even just with that season pass's worth of content, the game has almost an overbearing level of content. Part of it is a UI UX problem as well. The UI just isn't really well designed to accommodate so much content. But AMS2 does kind of feel like it's kind of suffering from the similar kind of symptoms of AC Evo, where they've kind of lost focus, really. And they're kind of just throwing whatever at the game, it feels like. It's like they recently, I think the most recent piece of content they released was a 2025 scan of the Nürburgring. But they already have a 2022 scan of the Nürburgring. So what's the fucking point? It's yay, I get to buy the Nürburgring again. I need to sell DLC to keep afloat. Maybe, but also maybe not. I would agree, but at the same time, DLC is expensive to make. Especially when it's rescanning the entire fucking Nürburgring for no reason. I bet that cost them a lot of money. And now they have to recuperate that money by selling the DLC. So in that vein, I would agree. But I feel if they'd trimmed back on things, maybe not. But the game still very much has a, I don't think it is it early access? Let me check. Okay, no, it's not early access. But it still feels like an early access game. And that's kind of one of my problems with it. It's kind of my problem with a lot of Sims, really. They still feel very early access-y. Hey, Adam. But who knows? Maybe one day they'll get there. Maybe one day I'll be hit over the head hard enough that I'll swing 180 on Race Room and become a Race Room content creator as well. Who knows? They seem to be desperately trying to modernize AMS, or not AMS, Race Room. I saw Razer AI files. They have 100+ variables. Crazy. That's the thing. Like AMS2 just kind of feels like a bit of a discombobulated mess, really. I applaud the ambition, but it does feel like they're maybe working on a bit of a grander scale than they maybe should have. Because, like, I mean, I think they're like a really tiny studio, I think. They're only, like, what, 15 people or so? And so, like, you know, you sort of have to be realistic with what you can achieve, right? It's like the No Man's Sky problem all over again. We're gonna build an infinite universe. Game comes out and it's like, okay, you kinda have, but it doesn't really work. And you could tell every update, because I did play No Man's Sky for a while as well, and I did enjoy it for a bit. Then they kind of started, again, they did the same thing. They started adding too much crap, and I kind of lost interest. Especially when they added like a major update that kind of influenced every single update after that. That effectively required me to restart the game from zero, like make a whole new save to be able to play these updates. And I was like, nah, I'm good. Like every update, I remember it was really funny playing the game on update day because it'd always break the game. So they just didn't have the capacity to test, you know, the game to the level that you would need to be able to like ship it bug free. That's like, yeah, I mean, kind of going back to Sims and whatnot. And I just feel like someone needs to make a simple by the books like racing sim that just gets the core fundamentals right again. You know, gives us a stable, functioning platform with little fuss and allows the community to go crazy. Problem solved. But, I dread that day will never come. I'll be looking out for it, though, if it does come. That's for sure. But, yeah, no, I think that's where we all throw in the towel tonight. Yeah, thanks everyone again who came out and yap a bit more. I need to take a short break from yapping. Yeah. Thanks everyone who came up and raced. Thanks everyone who came out and chatted. Yeah, as I said, I do want to take it a leap. Oh my god. But yeah, I do intend to put out a little announcement on the Discord, just kind of going over a little bit more formally the kind of plans going forward. But I do need a little bit of time to collect my thoughts and sort of put it into something that isn't just a word soup. So that might come out tonight, that might come out tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, I am sort of making steady progress on my end. I've just been thinking about loads of different things, about what we need to really get this off the ground, and yeah. But yeah, no, thanks everyone, and I will see you all around. And yeah, I'll be on Discord in a few minutes as well. I need to go and have a drink and some stuff. But yeah, Cool. See you all around next week. Adios.